could understand that being up on the ladder was no ordinary form of evangelism, but I was still uncomfortable with the tribalistic shouting that seemed to be so prevalent as the debate went on, and I'd been told that this was a relatively tame crowd by normal standards. But should Christians at least be participating in this kind of shouting match? I put my concerns to Jay.
There were moments when I felt like it was almost more pantomime than a debate or evangelism when they were chanting and then you were getting your side of the crowd to chant. It makes people maybe take it not so seriously.
Actually, it's very serious. That is very serious. It's not serious for Europeans. And for Europeans, they don't like it. 2 or 3 times a month, someone comes up to us with tears in their eyes, say, would you stop what you're doing? That's not Christ-like. And I can almost invariably assume that they are British or they're European. But I'm not here for Europeans. Never do I hear an Asian or an Arab ever say that to me. They come up and they shake my hands and they stroke my hands and say, God bless you. They love that because what it is claiming the ground. It's claiming territory, verbally, vocally. That's why the Muslims do it all the time. It's very cultural. In their culture, the louder you are, the more boisterous you are, the more confident you look and sound, the stronger your argument is. In their culture, the louder you are, the more boisterous you are, the more confident you look and sound, the stronger your argument is. That's why at the end of every of his talks, he yelled, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, and they yelled, Allahu Akbar. That was basically to underline and to solidify his point. So I was doing it in kind because I knew in doing that, I was giving confidence to Christians, but I was claiming the ground for Jesus Christ, verbally. Now, Europeans hate that because it does look frivolous.
Some Western ideals. Example. And there's so many different horror stories that you'll hear overseas in the Middle East of women that have been abused, women that are victims. Now, of course, this isn't, you can't take one case like this and characterize this for all of Islam and all of Muslims. In truth, I've met very nice Muslims and Muslims that have exactly taken some Western ideals in terms of equality, in terms of how you ought to treat a woman and so forth. In truth, I've met very nice Muslims and Muslims that have exactly taken some Western ideals in terms of equality, in terms of how you ought to treat a woman and so forth. Some Western ideals.
Unfortunately, this seems to have also a cultural element to it that I do not understand. Walid Shoebat is Middle Eastern. And many people with a Middle Eastern mindset confuse the loudness of the rhetoric and the temperature of the language used with demonstration of truth. So if you yell loud and you insult your opponent appropriately, you win.